All right, all right. Let's get this thing started. Good evening, good evening. What's happening? Welcome in, y'all. So, oh, I just clicked the wrong button. So a little overview for tonight. We're gonna play Blasphemous for about an hour, and then we're gonna play Seth for about an hour, and at the end of that, I think we're gonna do the drawing. I'm relatively certain we're gonna do the drawing. We just need to get a few more bodies in. So, use the commands. Exclamation giveaway will tell you about the giveaway. Exclamation enter will actually enter your name. And I think, actually, matter of fact, in about 5 minutes, I think we'll draw for an additional entry. So, good luck with that. I see little Tweety entered. Looks like maybe Igloo started to enter, huh? Beyond Belief is in. All right, all right. So, let's play a little bit of Blasphemous. Like I said, about 5 minutes, we'll do a drawing for an extra entry. And then we'll do the actual drawing at the end of playing Seth. I also want to give people a chance on the About page. If you play the playtest, there are some things you can do. I'm going to turn this down a little for me. There are some things you can do that will earn you additional entries, like playing the playtest, sending a screenshot of your best time, etc., etc. So, you know, you got about 2 hours if you want to get those type of extra entries in. Otherwise, we'll be doing a drawing in a couple of minutes here. Welcome in, everybody. Let's go get smashed on. I don't remember where the hell I was going, so I think we just came. I think we came from this direction. Let's go. Let's make that our new target over there. Okay. Guess I can't say I don't remember the buttons. Ow. Wow, this thing has a lot of HP, huh? Wow. Okay. That's a thing. That is a thing. Uh-oh. We're dropping frames? Hold on. Impossible. We're not. Looks like that was probably right when I started the stream. Sometimes it can dip when it first starts. Keep an eye on it. Doing all right so far, little Tweety. Appreciate it. How are you? I was lurking in your stream earlier. I think you were playing Goose Goose Duck, right? And yesterday, maybe you were playing Children of... something about Children of the Sky. It looked weird. It looked like you were passing light around between NPCs. Good to see you here. Definitely appreciate the support. Goose Goose Duck? I didn't say Duck Duck Go, did I? You're good. Yeah, you're a Sky Children of the Light. Deleted that game. Made no sense. Good. Then I don't feel so bad for being lost because I definitely did not understand that game. Oh wow. Okay, he just jumping guy looks like Groundskeeper Willie. Yeah. Oh, you can aim down. Okay. Man, these guys suck. They can get you anywhere. You gotta be faster than them. That's what it is. Your keyboard's been acting up with key registrations? Oh. That's crappy. I feel like I go through, I don't even like game on my keyboard, and like I go through, it feels like a couple of years. Also, you know, I mean, it's probably because I usually buy, because I'm not playing on a keyboard, I don't need a high-end keyboard, so I don't spend a lot of money on a keyboard. So they go out. You know, and also probably doesn't help. They probably just need cleaning, honestly, you know. When you consider as much, you know, dog hair as is probably floating around at all times in my house. Oh, dear. Forgot to use that a lot more. Oof. How long has your keyboard been acting up? Just today? Ah. Phalanx. Another phalanx. My bro's got an issue. Like, what is it about this fascination with collecting phalanxes? For a few months on and off? Well, I know Kat is really big on, she likes mechanical keyboards. Not that I would know the difference, but I know she bought a really nice one. So, you know, maybe that's in my future. Maybe I should consider actually spending money on a decent keyboard. Rather than these, you know, $20 Amazon ones that I buy. Because they work, you know, what do you need? Type a couple of letters and that's it, right? Like, I don't need anything that's too big of a deal. Mechanical's the way to go. Yeah, hers is like mechanical, and there's something about being able to switch out the keys really easily. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, I got it. No, I don't. It'll be fine. Uh-oh. What do I do here? Well, that's... Your cat vomited onto use a mechanical keyboard and you managed to salvage it? Oh, okay. If it had vomited on a Bluetooth low profile keyboard, you probably would have had to buy a new one. Yeah, I think that's my thing, is I buy the low profile ones, which are great. You know, I like them. Just apparently, you know, they can't take a beating like that. You know, the other thing is hers has like a little like pixel screen on it. So like she made herself like a little screensaver for her keyboard, which blows my mind. Like a screensaver for a keyboard. I'm old. What do I know about any of that? Oh my god. Welcome in, Pooperin, by the way. You like how little your fingers have to move on low profile ones, but you do like the aesthetics of custom keycaps? Custom keycaps, yeah, that's probably the point I'm missing. You know, I mean, I guess I can't say I didn't game on it at all. You know, I definitely was using keyboard for Final Fantasy XI for a time. But even then, it's like most of it is, you know, navigating a menu and, you know, typing commands. You know, not necessarily high demand for like performance there. Maybe that's something that should change. Maybe the more you use your keyboard, the more you care. You had a ducky mechanical keyboard, which was awesome, but it broke. Had to get your Corsair K70 because you needed one quick and it hasn't caused issues until late. Oh! Yeah, let's deal with those guys like that from now on. Bruh! That dash is like a cheat code. Watch out. All right, let's get somebody an extra entry, shall we? Oh, it's not playing the video. Unfortunate. It worked off stream. Oh, you know what? I bet it's because I have... Hold on. Let's see if I can fix it. Yeah. Here's why. We're going to put it right here. All right, let's try that again. Yep. All right, well, look. Fizzy won, but we're going to draw another name. I guess we'll do 2, right? Because you got to be able to see the animation. What good is it if you can't see the animation? Now, if Fizzy wins the second one, we're voiding the second one. Oh, beyond belief. All right. Let me make sure that these updated properly. It didn't work. I can see it here. What do you mean? Oh. You know, the curse of studio mode. God damn it. All right. 3rd time's the charm. 3 people getting extra entries. Can you see it this time? You can hear it though, right? All right. So we'll give 1 to Beyond Belief and 1 to Fizzy. And if you didn't see it that time, I don't know what to tell you. No audio? God damn it. All right. Well, you'll hear it next time. All right. So we are adding an entry for Beyond Belief, and we are adding an entry for Fizz. All right. Now, I'll bet you the reason it didn't work, it didn't go. All right, now look, I'm going to play this. This is the song you should have heard, just so we can make sure it works. You hear it now? All right. So now you hear it. Yeah, I didn't play the video that time. I just played the song. All right. We'll do another extra entry, and you guys get a chance to see it and hear it all at once when we switch over to Seth, which I think will be in another half an hour. So stick around. If you're not familiar with our catfishing, you're about to be real familiar because I'm gonna have to play it another 20 times when I mess it up again. Bro. Let's go. Nice. No! Nothing happened. Oh, because I don't have an item for it. Last time I had a vial. Oh no! What an idiot. You know, I feel like our Oh, you know why? It's because of this. I'm like, I feel like our struggle bus was higher last time. I'm gonna adjust it. To include the 11 we just did. Yeah, the buses are at different stations, but it goes based off of the category. And since I had the category set to games and demos, it started a new one instead of attributing it to Blasphemous. Not that you needed to know all that, but that's why it didn't work. You know, it's like there's a cart and there's a horse, and the cart is supposed to be in behind the horse, but instead it's in front of the horse. And I didn't notice anything was wrong when I looked at it. Look, the struggle bus is more than just death count. It applies to all aspects of my life in particular. If I'm not struggle busing, I'm probably not doing anything. What? Okay, I didn't. Okay. The bus is the Matrix. That's probably pretty accurate. Let me make sure not to kick over my coffee, because that's the next thing that's going to happen. I'm just going to put that over there so that I hopefully do not kick it over. Somehow I never kick over the hot coffee, but the cold coffee is a target. But I feel like I've already met my quota for spilling things today. I knocked over my... I had a... Let's call it a Coke with real sugar. And I definitely knocked it over and spilled, you know, a third of it. Oh yeah, forgot. We're just supposed to do that to those guys now. Now we're gonna go back here and we're gonna get our money. And then we're coming back for this door right here. You know, maybe that's not a thing. Maybe, maybe Cokes without sugar. I actually don't know. What kind of sweetener does Coke in other parts of the world use? I'm pretty sure it is not, on average, high fructose corn syrup like it is here. Yeah, cane sugar would be my guess. But in here in the U.S., that's a specialty thing. Well, not a specialty thing, but it's like the regular Coke does it's sweetened with high fructose corn syrup instead of cane sugar. When you get one that is cane sugar, it's usually a glass bottle. We would call it a Mexican Coke because that is, you know, generally where, you know, Mexico is where they would use real sugar. Versus our high fructose corn syrup, which is in like, not everything, but damn near everything. Do I want to be up here? Hey, take that. Oh, who are you? You look
From
cold.
a place of blessings have I been entrusted with watching over you, penitent one. Thus it has been arranged. My name is Viridiana. I have been granted a gift with which I can assist you in carrying your burden if required. But only you can make that choice. Penitent one in silence, will you require my assistance with your next task? Here I shall remain, lest you change your mind.
I'm pretty sure this is the mechanic. If I hadn't collected my blood, she would help me get it back. Oh, this looks very bossy. Oh, yeah. You think you watched a doc about how corn syrup isn't everything because of some subsidies by the government a long time ago? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised for that. You know, not to mention it's probably cheaper would be my guess. More plentiful, rather easier to produce than to grow. Holy, okay, this is not good. Oh, I can't go through that, okay. Good to know. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna take it to dude's face. I thought I had to wreck the hand first. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is gonna be ugly. Combo it. That's cool. Okay, and we can hit the balls. That's cool. okay. Not bad for a first fight. So before a boss, they let me get on equal footing by grabbing my guild fragment. Any thoughts if I might try Blasphemous too? Oh, you know, I think I like this game enough. I'll definitely play the second one. I'm definitely enjoying this a lot more, especially by this stage of the game, than I did Ragebound, which is their other game that we recently played. Oh my god. Okay. But we won't play it right away. We have a number of channel point redeems. So we'll play, you know, and we have a lot coming out next week. So, you know, we got a lot. I got some scheduling to do, but I want to try and find a balance to knock out these channel point redeems probably before the end of September. Which then I guess lends itself to, I put in the title for today that we would play either Nier or more Blasphemous, and I think actually we'll probably play more Nier for that exact reason. You're told that Nier's OST is beautiful? Yeah, the music's been really great so far. Take it to the face. Over and over again. It's cool. It's cool. Oh god. Okay, it's not cool. It's not cool. I lied. Okay, two of them now. Ow. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah, I think Nier's music thus far has been really, really great. I'm expecting, you know, obviously this is just the beginning of the game. What we've experienced so far, that there will be a lot of banger tracks. Surprise indeed. Oh snap. We got a raid from Blob. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. How was your stream, Blob? Uh-oh, that's my face. Feels good. Just been dating your bed and toilet and your stationery. Okay. Dating everything. That's what's up. So, Getting it in the crapper, huh? What was the shit peak? Blasphemous has been pretty good so far. Lil Crapper, yeah, that's his name. My bad. This game, I would say, I started to play it because I was interested in the studio after Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I think for me didn't really land too well. I mean, it had some good points, but I was curious if without the expectation of an existing, IP, what I might think of their game. And so, I would say without prior expectation of the game, aside from obviously having recommendations to play the game, I would say this game has been pretty great so far. It feels good. It felt sluggish at first. I had to get used to how you grapple on ledges, because it's not exactly, I don't know, it's not as clean and responsive as I might expect. But once you get used to that, or mostly used to that, it becomes a non-issue. Oh, the Shinobi demo is freaking insane, and I think that's part of why Ninja Gaiden fell flat for me, because Shinobi was just so damn good that, and I've liked Shinobi since way back, So, the idea that the Shinobi demo was so fire, and then Ragebound was so, comparatively mid, outside of aesthetic, and, the soundtrack was great, but, gameplay-wise, I felt like it couldn't live up to, if I hadn't played the Shinobi demo right before it, it would have been better for me. Oh, this is bad. Wow. Yeah, I need to revisit the Shinobi demo before the full release on Tuesday. Well, I guess technically it comes out Friday, but early release, I guess, starts on Tuesday, I think. Have you played the other Shinobi games, Jay? Played the PS2 one. The PS2 one's the one I had in mind, actually. Did you beat that one? Oh, that sucks. Ouch. This is gonna be another early ender. And then they had a spin-off, another ninja. I can't remember what her name was. Also on PS2, I believe. Good lord. Never beat it? Yeah. So I seem to talk about the last boss of that game relatively frequently as, at least for its time, the hardest boss I had ever fought. And I think a lot of people joined me in that, at least up to that point. That game introduced me to the concept of being able to swing at something and miss for the first time in video games. you know, normally, like when you miss, you know, it's because you missed, not because you hit the thing, but like there's an accuracy calculation. And that last boss of that game introduced that I had no concept of that before that boss. And so that game will always be, you know, solidified in my mind as like, you know, for that boss, but also like for being that milestone. You know, even here now, it's like you swing at the boss, as long as you hit the right spot, you hit. In that boss, it didn't work like that. It was random. It was random, and it was a low value. So you were fighting this ninja that had like these paper shikigami, and you had to build up a buff in order to connect with the boss. And in order to do that, you had to kill like, I don't know, 11 or something of these shikigami. But the problem is that the shikigami, you would swing at them, have them locked on and everything, and it just didn't hit. You can swing at them like 4, 5, 6 times and like not hit. And meanwhile, the boss is over here going crazy. You're trying to build up this buff so you can hit him. Stuck on the helicopter. I should replay that game. The only boss from that game I remember is the last one. I mean, it obviously did not take over as a huge concept, you know. I mean, can you imagine fighting a boss like... I mean, this boss isn't anything compared to that, but, you know, swinging at this, but, like, not connecting. I agree, you know, it was a different time for sure. You know, there's a lot of concepts that, you know, developers tried at different times that, you know, might have been, you know, lauded in closed circles and in closed circles only. All right, after this attempt, well, actually, no, we'll try it more times. We need to switch over to Seth. Definitely, for anybody that's interested, we are giving away a key to Seth, which is a first-person roguelite. We'll be playing it after this, you know, probably in about 15 minutes or so. It is very, it's like Egyptian Doom-ish. So if you want to enter that drawing, the command is !enter. We'll be drawing for additional entries when we switch over to Seth, and then doing the final drawing once we're done with Seth, which will probably be about, you know, we'll play it for about an hour. Honestly, I wonder if they remade it, if they would change that factor of the boss, because I mean there are forums dedicated to you know, the experience of that boss. Last I checked, you know, it definitely makes it. Whenever I see lists of games that are like, oh, these are the, you know, 50 hardest bosses or whatever in video game history, if you don't include that one, I'm like, you haven't played video games. You should not be writing this list if you have not experienced the last boss of the Shinobi game on PlayStation 2. But yeah, I do think that they would probably most likely change that if they were to remaster it. And then somebody like Blob would come along and decide they want to play the original, because you got to have the full experience, right? I mean, so on the topic of things developers have tried that didn't fly, you know, Final Fantasy XI, you know, tried a bunch of things that didn't fly for its time, you know, and then they took what did work, or some of what did work, and made 14, which now is the, you know, highest, I think the most profitable Final Fantasy, you know, of all of them. So, you know, you gotta try stuff out. Gamescom? Any games looking forward to? Let's see. I did watch. I just can't. Right now, I can't think of what did I see on there that I thought was cool. I only watched the first half of it. I'll tell you what I didn't like was like was the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 like a 15-minute segment? Golly, just beat me over the head with it. Like I'm not. As soon as you said Call of Duty, my eyes glazed over, and then y'all talked about it for another 12 minutes or something. Yeah, and it's funny because the ads keep fooling people because they went this whole route of marketing featuring Milo Ventimiglia, where like it looks like it's some really interesting like horror game kind of thing, and then it's like the reveal is Black Ops, and you're like, God damn it, they got me again. Like, how dare you make an ad that before you tell me the name actually looks interesting, and then it's just like, oh cool, like what a waste of time. So I didn't see Lego Voyagers. I did see they're making a Lego Batman, which I didn't feel. It felt weird. Did anybody else feel weird about the Lego Batman? I think for people that are into Lego, you know, it probably makes sense. I've never played a Lego game, so maybe that's why I don't get it. But I was really confused in how they were kind of blending the different live action Batmans. And I know that Lego is kind of a, you know, I don't want to say satire, but like satirical-ish game. You know, they make fun of a lot of, you know, existing things. So, you know, maybe it shouldn't have been that weird, but it definitely felt weird. You seen the Arkham combat that sold you? I do like, you know, the idea of like the kind of Arkham style, you know, combat with the like silliness, you know, Batman like bonking people over the head with like I think a frying pan or something. Seems interesting. I just don't know if it's for me though. Azo, welcome in. We're doing iced coffee lately, you know, and every now and again, gotta swirl it because it falls apart. Lego games are pretty much all good. No, just trying something different. And it's faster. You know, I don't have to steam the milk. All right, after this one, we'll switch over to Seth. The extra entries are drawing will be for anyone who has already entered. So in which case, if you are interested in winning the Seth key, make sure that you do !enter. We will do. I think we'll do an extra drawing, a drawing for an extra entry right when we switch, and then maybe after we play it for a couple of minutes, most people can get an idea for it and whether they want to do it or not. Also, I think it probably is fair that anybody who's already won an additional entry probably should just have the extra one entry. So if we need to roll again, we'll roll again. That said, you can, if you look on the About page, there are ways to get additional entries, aside from the drawing on stream. Part of that is participating in the playtest, which is open right now for Seth, and will be open until the 30th. And the key we'll be giving away gives, I'm told, permanent access. So it should mean that you can do the playtest. You know, if they do a beta, if they do, you know, whatever they do, you'll have access to it. Lord. Drink, and move! Ouch! Alright, it's gonna be a close one, y'all. Got him. Don't have a PC to play, so you won't bother entering, but W for the giveaway. Nice. Yeah, right? Let the round 2 go. Yeah. Okay, we got your boy from Marvel, right? Wait, what is this? I have so much more to explore over there. Okay, this is... Okay, we're good.
In the name of the great ordeal and the sons of the miracle, when you humbled yourself before my most holy body, you have been granted the presence of my golden visage, custodian of one of the 3 sorrows of the soul in penance. Our miracle has chosen me amongst all the Pious, just as it chose
Pious
to walk on the sacred sea.
Has anybody else played this game in chat?
The gold in my visage melt and erase the compunction of your soul.
The compunction?
Heart of guilt.
Gonna have to look up that word.
Return now from the dream.
Holy wound of compunction. I gotta say, I hate this font. I struggle so much to read this shit. This font is like freaking cursive for Gen Z. Like I just Golden thimble filled with burning oil. Oh, hello, friend. Yeah, give us regular text.
You have carried out the first humiliation of penance. You have been allowed to behold the visage of compunction. You have yet to prostrate before 2 last holy visages.
Okay, so this is definitely a short game. There's, that would explain the percentage moves we've seen. Drop the ladder. What's going on down here? What's going on? Nope. Hey! Virtue of mea culpa hath ascended. Alright, so sacred technique that allows the bearer of mea culpa to use the cut of its blade to bless its own blood and turn it into a throwing weapon. Oh yeah, so there was an okay, so I was not tripping. Use B, which I'm guessing is circle, I think? It perfects the lunge technique and makes even better use of the dodge impulse, making it reach further. Okay. The penitent one performs an upward slash as combo finisher. Okay, yeah, that sounds great. So you're telling me... Yes, sir. Okay, I know exactly where we can use that. Let's go get a save point and we'll switch over to Seth. He's doing... Oh yeah? Blob's doing Silksong hit list? I'm for it. Let's go, Blob. I hope they don't have a bubble gut stance in Silksong, you know, because Blob will never hear the end of it. A 200-hour stream, okay, all right. Hey, you know what? What is it? September is right around the way. You know, you can definitely take advantage of that with a 200-hour stream. They said he's streaming nonstop till he beats Elden Ring blind. Oh, y'all got a whole bunch of interesting stuff. Look, make sure there's VODs. Make sure there's VODs. All right, let's see if we can switch over to Seth real quick.